What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm going to talk about um how to remain like passionate in life, like how to remain like optimistic when you're going about life, when you're feeling kind of like, let's say like you're the type of person or like you crave a romantic relationship, right? Or like you have a trouble of like being alone. Now, how to combat that, because we all have some type of codependency to a certain extent. You have to realize that there's a scientific reason behind it that we all know, and there's also a spiritual side to it that I'm sure some people know. It's all over YouTube. Scientifically, it's obviously I learned these from YouTubers, but like apparently, like if you never get your basic needs met, like growing up, or like if you're like a kid, or like your parents never gave you the proper love or affection, or like you weren't received love properly by your family, or if you came from a very dysfunctional family, or if you have an absent mother or father, physically or emotionally or both, then yeah, naturally you're going to develop a lot of codependency. Now that's not new. Obviously, it's all over the internet and scientific facts. So this is how people get into like toxic relationships, dysfunctional relationships, and a lot of toxic habits, right? Not just with people when it comes to like toxic relationships, but like it could be like through drugs, alcohol, sex, food, any type of addiction that's harmful to the body. It could be good, but I'm not sure about that. I mean, like you can use it to like work out, to be ambitious. I mean, that's where you get your like perfectionists from, or like people who are, what's the word, like there's an attachment style for it. And obviously I got that from YouTube. I don't want to take, I didn't make it up. I got these from other people. I forgot what's it called, but it's like we're like someone, like avoidant attachment style, where like they're very closed off emotionally, but they're very focused when it comes to their career. They're very focused when it comes to their work settings and making money and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but like there's people who do that, but like they never learn how to become emotionally available, pretty much. So there's levels to this. And the spiritual reasons on why I personally believe is because of the society, because of this world we live in. We live in a world or society where like you're forced to do things you kind of don't want to do. Like you're forced to, like, just for you to even have a house and to have like a car and clothes and food on the table, you have to work for a job that you rather not be in, but you have to do it in order for you to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you love what you do, then that's a blessing. But even if you love what you do, it's like you're forced to work like 5 times a week. Or I mean, you have the internet. You have people, you can make money online, and there are people who are doing that. I'm talking about people who aren't able to make money online, or they're struggling to do so. These people, they want cars, they want to have a house to stay in, they want food, water, shelter, and resources, and they want to move up in life. But in order for you to do that, you need currency, like traveling or expanding your horizons like that. So in order for you to do that, obviously you need to work for the system, right? And some people, I don't say most, but some people, they don't want to do that. Not a lot of people don't want to work, or like depending on what they live at, they have no choice but to settle for a job temporarily just so they could get themselves up, and they get tired. So naturally that in itself, that society that does that is naturally going to develop a lot of codependency. This is why people fall into like drugs, alcohol, food, water, sex, etc. That's it, water. But if you get what I'm saying, food, alcohol, sex, and other harmful things to the human body, pretty much. So that will create codependency and stuff like that. But also, I've actually got this from another YouTuber. Shout out to him. I forgot his name, but he made an interesting point. I shared his content on my community, but he mentioned that in this generation that they lack a lot of communities, which he makes a good point, because in this society, like there are communities out there, but depending on where you live, or most states where you live at, this is nothing but work, and that's it. There's no communities, there's no clubs for free that where people, you know what I'm saying, like especially with the social media age, where like people have their phones, so not seeing people go out as much. So you know what I'm saying, so they're either in their cars or they're inside the phone. So it's like we live in a very technology based world. So like, and there's nothing wrong with that, there's pros and cons to that, but you get what I'm saying. So it gets complicated. So naturally, as human beings, even if you have the proper care, the proper nourishment from your family, yeah, of course you're naturally going to develop a lot of codependent attachments just of the society alone, because you're forced to do things you don't want to do. And when that happens, it traumatizes people, like it really disturbs people. So now they're looking for an escape, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So now how to combat that, and how to like annihilate that. Well, not annihilate fully, because by default we are gonna all experience some type of pain or codependence some way. But what I'm saying, how to like kind of like maneuver with that. So what you can do is you can dream big. I know it sounds kind of like simple, but it's true. Dream big, meaning like any goals that you're scared of or that you're fearful of doing, just do it. It doesn't matter what age you are. Like, it could be like public speaking, it could be becoming a cop or a police officer. Let's say you don't feel comfortable about being around people, like you don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, dealing with people. Just fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Be a cop for your police, or like find a career or some type of job where like it forces you to put yourself out there more. You know, try to get off your comfort zone, try to talk to different types of people, try to like just put yourself out there, you know, follow your heart, follow your intuition. But you could take risks, meaning it just had to be like within a job or career. It could be like maybe traveling, even though I have enough money, like maybe you could have some, I wouldn't say try your best to make some money, at least work a little bit just so you can save up and try to travel wherever you want to live at. If you always want to live by the beach, do that. If you want to live like overseas, if you want to live in Guam, Hawaii, or like in Europe or Australia, then do that. You know, take that risk. Might as well. You got nothing to lose anyways. You know, life doesn't excite you anyways, right? So you might as well do those things pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hang on, I'm gonna get some water real quick. Also, gratitude. Have a lot of gratitude too, because like I've been in situations. I've been in situations where like within my job or career that I was forced to do things that I have to do it because of my career and my job, and it made me very like, because I hate doing it so much. It was a certain activity that we're forced to do for 3 weeks, and I hated it so much, and I was forced to like be in that like box. It was like I felt limited. I had to sleep at a certain time, I had to wake up at a certain time, I had to do things I don't want to, but I have to do it according to my job and career. So like that was very fucking miserable. I fucking hated it, you know. A lot of people had a lot of attitude problems, and like I just couldn't deal with it. But I couldn't quit on the spot because I was in my career, and like I couldn't quit that job. I couldn't, you know, so I couldn't get out of that situation. So I was forced to be on these people. Not everyone, but some people. If you're watching this, you know me. Like, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some people who had like very attitude problem. They're very like passive aggressive, and that really annoyed me because I wasn't doing anything, but they're just causing problems towards me and stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell? I know it's not personal, but it's just like they'll project their attitudes towards me, and that shit would piss me off so much. That shit would get annoying. So like I had to deal with that shit for 3 straight weeks, and like I couldn't work out. I couldn't really get out of. I couldn't go back home. I was forced to be around these people. I was forced to do that job out of my control. So once that's finally over, I actually came back from it. Now I'm fresh now. Now that I'm out of it, it's like I didn't realize how blessed I am, you know, to even make a YouTube video, or to speak my mind, or to like do something I'm very passionate, like working out, or even driving and cleaning my room, cleaning my car, organizing my life, trying to find ways to make money through the internet, and really studying and pursuing my hobbies and my interests. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we really have the freedom to do that. Some countries you can't even do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some countries are very restricted and corrupted. So I did realize that, but I didn't realize how valuable that was until I'm on the other side now. And that gave me a different perspective within life. So now I don't take life for granted as much. So that really makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? It makes me very happy to be inside, to have shelter, to have a roof over my head, you know, to have a vehicle, to even though I do work at a 9 to 5. Obviously, I am in the career field. Once that's over, I have the free will to do whatever I want, pretty much. You know, as long as I'm not in trouble. You know, so that's a blessing to me, and I realize how grateful that is until I'm on the other side of it now. So having gratitude will really like open your eyes to where like the sky's the limit, pretty much. You could do whatever you want. You can. What I mean by that is like you could like success is not guaranteed, but what is guaranteed is you pursuing the things you always wanted to do. Yes, this world limits you to a certain extent because of the money system, to where you can't really travel as much, or like it slows you down pretty much. But because you can't really maneuver through life unless you make money. But what you can do is that like you can figure out on the types of things you want to do, or if you want to get to a certain location or area, or to your dreams and your goals, then you can't have a certain plan and certain steps on how to get there. And if you take action, you can actually get there, you know. So that in itself is a blessing. So obviously have gratitude, be very like thankful of where you're at. Be very thankful that you can always be put in a worse situation. I'm not saying bypass your problems or bypass your situation, but what I'm saying is that like you can like what I'm saying is that like, yes, your situation is harder, your life is hard, but like at the same time, it could always be worse. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it like when we're like, oh, toughen up. No, what I'm saying is that like you could always not have arms or legs. You could like maybe be in prison. You know what I'm saying? So recognize your freedom, recognize your free will, and recognize in which areas to where like you do have things to your advantage. Yes, we are as everyone, we're dealt with the cards that we're forced to play with. We have no choice but to play with. We are dealt with cards that life hands us. But without a doubt, and someone mentioned this, shout out to that person, I got this from this person. I think she mentioned that every person has an advantage over someone, regardless of how different your life is. We all have, every single human being has an advantage in life. We do. And when she mentioned that, she's right. It's true. We do have an advantage that would take us a step ahead compared to the other person, pretty much, you know. So it's crazy. So yeah, so have gratitude, dream big, have big goals. That way you're forced to get off your comfort zone, but also know yourself, know what you like, know what you don't like. Know if you're a people person, then put yourself in these situations where you're around a lot of people, or career or job or anything where you're around people, or a city location that's around a lot of people. Or if you don't like people, then put yourself in a much environment that suits you when it comes to your job or career or to your living environment. If you don't know, then this is where you get your like soul searching from, which is like learn from it from within, be in hermit mode, but at the same time try new things, put yourself out there, live in different areas, work at different jobs, work at different careers, try to make content online, or like try to like get yourself out of your comfort zone, try to talk to different types of people, just do anything to where you know more about yourself, and whatever life has to offer, just do it. Obviously be safe about it. I'm not saying be reckless, and I'm not saying if you don't like doing certain things, don't do it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that like try things that interest you, try things that catch your interest, try things that makes you fearful but you're kind of interested, and then just do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't try things that you're fearful of doing it and you don't like doing it. No, just do things that you like doing but you're kind of fearful of doing it. Do it, pretty much, and just see what's out there. If you're still not satisfied, then just keep going, just keep trying new things until you get there. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it also requires healing work, because unfortunately in this human experience we all got to go through certain types of pain, trauma, and abuse, and just our nervous system fucked up. So you know what I'm saying? So this is why you watch Chauncey Wan's channel. Chauncey Wan, he talks about the importance of yoga, breath work, stretching, qigong, and other exercises like that can help heal the nervous system. You can also do your shadow work, which is emotional healing. So there's a lot of information that's out there. You just got to find the right one that works for you. You could go to therapy sessions. It's always important to do the healing work. What I've realized about a lot of successful people and people who live happy lives, one of their main priorities is health. Yes, physical health, but mental health. Mental health is very important. There's resources out here. We're not in a third world country. If you live in America, then you're blessed to have. I understand the economy sucks, but you still have a certain extent to access to like certain types of therapies, or like some type of like healthcare to where it can really help you heal you. If you don't trust these healthcare institutions, then there's information on the internet to where you have free access from. So why not use that to your advantage? If you have a smartphone, if you have a computer, use that to your advantage to look up ways to heal the human body, the emotional body, how to heal trauma, how to heal overcoming shyness and fearfulness. And there's a lot of information like that, you know. I'll name examples. So you could try NoFap, stop watching porn or just sexual websites. That's damage to the human mind. You could eat healthier. You could fast. It's proven that the more you fast, the more healthy, because you're cleansing your body. Shout out to Chauncey. You can watch Chauncey's videos. He talks about the importance of yoga, stretching, full body yoga stretching, so you can release a lot of pent up stress. Keep doing that as much as you can, and eventually you're going to heal your nervous system and certain blockages spiritually and energetically. You can do a lot of fasting to like eat fruits and vegetables, or really clean up your diet. There's qigong. It's pretty much breath work. It's a lot of meditation work. You could look that up. Chauncey Wan talks about this. CHONCYWON. He talks about that. And you could look at shadow work. New Mind Frame, her YouTube channel talks about shadow work, like emotional healing. And there's different types of like attachment styles when it comes to relationships, when it comes to codependency. New Mind Frame talks about that. She talks about narcissistic abuse and how to heal from that, and how to overcome that. You could get closer to a higher power, regardless of what your religion is. So there's so much things to when it comes to healing your body, pretty much emotionally and physically. You can try working out. Go outside. I'm a runner, so I love running. It makes you feel a lot more healed, especially in summer out. It's hot out. regardless of what the weather, just put yourself out there, go outside and run. You know, just go for a run. Try to do as much as you can. Go to the gym, lift weights. Because obviously, when you run, you're also healing the body. You're burning fat, and you feel it releases a lot of feel good emotions, and like it makes you feel better. Then you have more confidence. The more you work on your body physically, you're gonna look good, and you have more confidence and stuff like that. So you can take care of yourself, have good hygiene. The more you take care of yourself, the more you love yourself, and the more you feel good about yourself, the more confidence you have within yourself. Never underestimate proper hygiene. Take showers as much as you can, brush your teeth, shave, put body spray, cut your nails, you know, wash your body and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shave your eyebrows, clean, you know, just clean your earwax. You know what I'm saying? So just do things to take care of the human body. Work out, have good hygiene, eat healthy, etc. Have a routine. You do have time speeding up. You have days going by a lot faster. So obviously it's going to be a challenge to try to fill your schedule with the things you want to do one by one. So try to take it one step at a time. Try to figure out the priorities you want to accomplish and get that done, and the things you kind of don't want, and put it to the side, do it on the weekend or something, or if you do have free time, you know what I'm saying? So don't rush yourself, but try to find ways to go hard at what you do. Plan ahead and have gratitude. Recognize, dream big, have big goals. Don't live life in a box. If you live life in a certain box, then you can have a certain limited way of thinking. So you always have to put yourself out there, whether it be traveling. You got to travel if you have to. Talk to different people if you have to. Research if you have to. Get off your comfort zone if you have to. Always question yourself. Don't be too arrogant. Don't be too cocky. Don't be too full of yourself to where you don't want to expand and grow, pretty much. You know, and all the things you love doing, just pursue it or try to research it, and you'll be straight. And take action. Don't just sit there and read and research, but also take action, and you'll be good. Obviously, it's easier said than done. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So it is scary. The unknown is scary, but it is accomplishable and it is doable. So that's one of the ways where you can kind of get rid of that codependency of you craving, or you having trouble of being single, or you having trouble of pursuing your passions and goals, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that works for me, and I hope it works for you. And obviously I got these from other information from other people, so I hope that helps, and hope you have a good one. This video's kind of random, it's kind of all over the place, but that's all I gotta say. And also I want to say, don't take life take life seriously, but don't take life personally, because life is short. The average human dies when they're 90 to 50. That's a very short life expansion. So most people die when they're 50, honestly, or 60 or 70. So don't take life personally. Take life seriously if you want to become great, so you have your situation, but don't take life personally. Life is short, so it's always good to breathe, enjoy yourself, enjoy life, and just know that you're not alone. Whatever pain you're going through, and trust me, just know you're not alone. I know it feels lonely, but just know that you will get through this, you know what I'm saying? And life is temporary, so even if you hate your life, even if life seems miserable, just recognize that it's temporary, and on the other side, there's a lot of good realities. There's good life out there after this life. As we get your afterlife, different realities, different realms, heaven. Those things are real. So regardless of your belief system, we all agree that there's an afterlife. Even if there isn't, that's still considered afterlife. We don't have to deal with this human experience. So regardless, you're gonna win. Regardless, you're going to get to the other side successful. So regardless, you're going to be good. You're going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be good. You know, you'll be good. Don't take life personally. Life is short, so enjoy life, laugh, have fun. Don't take life too seriously. Live life how you want to live. If you think all this is bullshit, if you think all this is pointless, then might as well live life not working. Live life just doing you, pretty much. You know, if you like playing sports all day, just do that all day. If you like playing the guitar, play guitar all day. You just do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall victim to society's expectations and standards that you don't like. And that's part of taking risks. Doing what you love, following your heart. As long as you're not doing anything that's going to get you in trouble, and that's all that matters, and you'll be straight. You know, so that's all I gotta say, and have a good one. Peace.